Ooh, hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. Good times with Scar here, and welcome back to the wonderful worlds of Hermits and Crafting. And we're flying over the great Scarian Pirate Island, which needs a proper name. And I've been trying to come up with what we could name this island that kind of brings in all of our elements of our videos and the Scarians and things along those lines. So if you have any names for this island, definitely let me know. And yeah, in our last episode, I think I have used around 10 shulker boxes of stone to create all this beautiful stonework we put together in our last episode. We got these spires around here. We've got this dormant volcano that kind of made this island long ago. It's not an active volcano like this one. And yeah, so in today's episode, we are truly going to transform this island into something beautiful. We're gonna have waterfalls, we're gonna have lush terrain, trees, and all sorts of wonderful details. And right in this little spot here, we can see through the vines. This is going to be a waterfall with two-tiered waterfall coming down here, breaking right there, and then going into the ocean. There are so many of these fun little opportunities to really be creative with this almost blank canvas, right? This stone is our canvas to make something beautiful with today, and I am incredibly excited to do that. And just a little bit of background in this area right here, I'm holding off doing this area because I'm not sure how I want to save the original pirate cave. I almost like somehow want to save it because it's our first build here on the server, but I also want to terraform this area. So I'm a little bit stuck on what to do here. So what should we do? Should we keep it or get rid of it? In the comments, let me know. Keep Pirate Cave, get rid of Pirate Cave. And yeah, like I said, we'll keep this pretty much out of the picture in this episode, because right here is going to be the giant like lighthouse and stuff along those lines. So yeah, let me know what we should do down there. And man, I'm just really inspired. These last episodes, I have been so inspired for Minecraft. Like ideas are just absolutely flowing with this place. If we shoot down through the back here, I just envision a bustling pirate town with pathways and funny buildings that a pirate would build scattered throughout here. And then this way is the kind of a future walkway down into the vaults where the pirates stole? I guess they stole, where they store and they stole all of the treasure that can be found here. So I think that'll be really fantastic. And this little design that we have on the major volcano, see the little bit of hardened clay up there? I want to incorporate that into each one of the peaks. And I think that'll really bring out some color and some character to those areas. So, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, we are going to rebuild Black Sands Island, and that was always the original thing that we were going to do. Like we wanted to get something nice, get something set up, and then in the future we take it to the next level and we build up a big spire and then hopefully a rope swing bridge to connect this area together. And I think that'll be really fantastic. So if you're excited as I am for today's episode, hit that like button and let's get going. Something we'll need today is a lot of dirt, and I've been told there's actually a dirt shop, which from the very beginning of Hermitcraft, season 4, my first season, I have been calling for somebody to make a dirt shop. I don't know why I've never done it. I think I've used up every piece of dirt that I ever had for terraforming, so the shop would be continuously empty. Let's see here. I believe this is it. So welcome to Dirt Cheap. Well, that's what I like. Eggs or a diamond each. Wait. Oh, that's an expensive egg right there. That better be a golden egg. Let's see. Dirt stacks 1 each. Okay, wait, is that for reals? Joe, why do you want so many eggs? That's hilarious. I just don't have any eggs. Okay, let me go see if I can find some. When life throws you a curveball, Corp always has your back. And we're here at the factory, and Cub has told me that there are eggs here. So there's milk and there's cake. I will definitely be back for one of those. Maybe it's in the actual dispensers over. Oh. Just happens to be a shulker box full of eggs. Oh my gosh. Let's just grab a whole bunch of this. Beautiful. We are going to get all of Joe's dirt. This is going to be amazing. I'm going to need to go and harvest some more dirt because this is not going to be enough. I think we've only filled, okay, so we filled a little over 1 shulker box. So that's not bad. I am kind of considering buying an egg. This elusive egg for 1 diamond. Is there anything good about these eggs is the question. I think we should buy one. Bob the egg cost me quite a bit of money. We're going to put Bob in there for now. Maybe that's where creepers come from. Maybe every 1,000 Chicken egg, a creeper is born. That could be true. Nobody knows where creepers came from. We might have just broken the lore right here, right now, today. Oh, that's funny. Joe's shop was definitely not enough. We're gonna have to get to some serious dirt harvesting, so wish me luck. Saying goodbye to our dirt harvesting island, we can head back now because we've got a decent amount of dirt, and I have about this amount back at my base, so this should hopefully be enough. What the heck? What in the world? Oh, hi, Volcano. I did not know you were there. Hi, appreciate you. I thought we were like 5 minutes away. Apparently, I was going a little faster than I thought. Anyway, let's head into the base. And like I said, I was trying to say, I have about this much in the base too. And what we're going to need for our terraforming is coarse dirt and a few other details like that. And of course, the hardened clay. So we need to make the dark gray and brown variety and then just get the terraforming supplies. So coarse dirt, grass, dirt, andesite, cobble, all those wonderful things, and vines. Not vines, but we make vines out of leaves. So it's going to be amazing. All right, so let's get all this, and then we can finally start terraforming. Preparations for today's episode was an absolute breeze. Having this organized storage room, I was able to pull everything out of their boxes in a neat, orderly fashion and get everything all set for today. We've got a ton of stuff to truly transform this island into something living, right? In our last episode, it was just a pure structure of a canvas that we created so we can do what we're going to do today. Supplies in hand, it is finally time to start terraforming, but where do we start? Do we start with the waterfalls? Do we start with the plants, the trees, or the spire details that I'm really excited to add on top of each one of the spires? Where I think we're going to start is the general terrain. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with dirt, right? We're going to start bringing the dirt in, but how do we bring in the dirt into this environment? So the best course of realism that I think we can achieve with this is creating the dirt clinging to the side of the rock and have it being sparse. So just kind of surrounding the spires, that'll also give them a little bit more depth into the design, and then having some of the dirt, you know, hanging over the cliff, some of it not, as if it's been blown off or eroded away, very similar to the way we did the arch. And the arch was, you know, kind of a template, if you will, for the entire design of the island. So we can look at this and see how we are going to form the rest of this area. So I'm really excited about this. We're going to do waterfalls here. We got another fun waterfall on this side over here. We'll get some palm trees rolling. We'll get the snow off the top of the mountain. That is not a tropical theme at all. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into super fast build mode now. Unfortunately, I'm not feeling super well. So hopefully I can sit back, relax, watch a podcast, and enjoy some terraforming in super fast build mode. And when I come back to you, hopefully tomorrow, I will feel much better and have some really cool announcements for you. End of super fast build mode, and it is the next day, and we now have a beautiful front landscape now with waterfalls and the dirt clinging to the cliff. And yeah, look at that waterfall, it's amazing. Oh man, I'm so happy to see this now. And when we were building it, right, when we were getting the stone down, in the back of my mind I was worried that this was not going to be good, but once we got the details down, I'm more confident that we can truly take this to the next level. I'm also here to rescue a sheep. He lost his boat by a trident wielding drowned. Come on, friend, get inside of the boat. Come on, it's a good boat. It's an important boat. It's orange. So it's, you know, you like orange, you know, it's opposite of your blue, you know, look at that color coordinated here, friends. Okay, well, I'm going to leave the boat here for you. You can get in it on your leisure. Okay. Anyway, look at this place. Let's see if we can get up into the air and truly appreciate it. So like I said, this is the next day. I'm feeling quite a bit better than I did yesterday. So I am ready once again to get my shovel, get my sunscreen, and really get into this landscape. So from above, you can see how the waterfall flows off the cliff, and it has an original or origin here. So it has a point up here where it starts and then flows around the curve. Lots of little details to behold here. So pressure plates and buttons for rocks and all sorts of little things. And yeah, landscaping, there's nothing in the world, maybe Disneyland, it makes me more happy. It's just a relaxing thing, right? You kind of get into a nice flow state, the troubles of the day float away, and my hope is that also, you know, it helps me kind of relieve the stress of the day, but also hopefully from your perspective, watching the video, that you enjoyed and maybe some of the troubles of your day melt away for a few minutes, watching some good times here, terraforming and things along those lines. That's my hope. That's my hope with my videos. And if it does help you, let me know in the comments. Yeah, that would make me really happy to know that. Anyway, time to start working together here. And what I want to do is I want to start working on this waterfall here. So let's do that together. Welcome back. And we now have a palette of materials ready to go for our waterfall build. And one of the biggest requests on my channel has always been a landscaping tutorial. And I will do it someday. Like, I promise you, I will do it. But it's a really difficult thing because a build tutorial, or even a redstone tutorial, is kind of like based in kind of like logic, like it's easy to kind of understand, whereas a landscaping tutorial is kind of like about feeling and understanding how the gravity flows, and it's kind of hard. Like, I don't know, we'll figure it out someday. So what we've got here is a flat surface, right? So the water is going to flow straight down, and we've kind of already carved this out, and then it hits this point and then flows down to here. The reason I'm doing this two-tiered waterfall is that it gives a little bit more visual interest to the build, right? Instead of a waterfall just coming straight down and then flowing into the ocean, it hits this and then goes into a smaller waterfall, similar to maybe Multnomah Falls in Oregon in the Columbia River Gorge. Similar to that, like it adds like a really extra nice element to it, really makes it elegant. Second thing is, always cut out a giant, you know, face like this, because your waterfall wants to flow straight down and not kind of like hitting a bunch of things along the way. We'll get to that later, because eventually we do want to add a little turbulence to the water in this section. So let's pop up to the top there. The first thing we want to do is start shaping where the water is going to flow, and then getting kind of a preliminary look at how that is actually going to start flowing down. So that's why I'm kind of building up this two wide segment right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the flow head down there, and I'm going to try if I can. There we go. Beautiful. And then we'll sneak down here a little bit. And I like that. The two wide waterfall is a nice one. So what I'm going to do down at the bottom eventually is make it a little bit wider. So it starts out a little skinnier and then gets wider as it goes down. That's a very like natural look, right? It comes down from like a narrow stream and then widens as it flows out. So that's looking good. This is a nightmare. But we'll get to that later. Like, that is incredibly unrealistic. So we'll fix that up and make that look a lot nicer. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to change out most of this to stone, right? Water would have washed away any of the dirt along here with how fast it's moving. So we'll just start replacing it with the dirt. Now, I want to tell you guys about a series that I'm working on that I want you guys to hold me to. And it's Scarchitecture. We've done it before, but I haven't found the perfect formula to make it amazing. And I think I finally found it. And we're really going to enhance the feeling that we've tried to do with Scarland, right? We want to condense all of our survival builds into one world like we did back in 2011. And what I want to do is have this Scarchitecture world where we do these creative one-off builds, but they're all contained within one world, very similar to what we did with Scarland, right? And what it'll have is, no, I'm not going to spoil that part yet. It's going to be amazing. I don't want to spoil it yet. I was going to, but I'm not going to. But what I want to do is I want you guys to hold me to it. Because if you guys say, Scar, where is it? Scar, you know, you told us about this series, and you know, I haven't seen it. So I want you guys to hold me to it, okay? Because I think that's the best way of me getting it done, is if I know you guys are looking forward to something, and then I'm gonna have that motivation to get in there and get crazy. I just need to do a few things with World Ed to make the world awesome, and that involves blueprints. So it's gonna be real. That's really cool. Like I've been planning this for a while, and it's time to actually do it, because I think it'll make for a fun secondary series on the channel where we do some fun creative builds together. And I am really excited about that. Second, there's another series coming, something to do with bricks and microphones and cameras and stuff. So that's going to be a fun series. I'm not going to go any more on that. And what else do we have? Oh, I'm going to do a video on what I want to see in survival. It's just a short video, and I want to condense everything that I want to see in survival into one video, that maybe someday some beautiful Mojang employee will see it and they'll be like, you know what? That's a good idea. And then we'll get something really cool from that video in the game. Probably not, but we can always hope. So yeah, those are the things that I've been working on. Scarchitecture hopefully will be here within about a month. I still need to get this world edit stuff worked out, and then once that's done, we're in business, my friends. We're gonna have some amazing, times on that series, which I can't wait. So remember, guys, hold me to it, please. So there's a waterfall. Remember, the bottom section's ugly. We don't even look at that. So where I see improvement is like pushing a water stream one block forward, and then creating one on the side. So that creates like a nice fall off position. Let it go, the water didn't bother me anyway. I'm never gonna do that again. Anyway, welcome back. So back in this little cave section, I've done a ton of work. Now, with like realistic waterfalls, there's always a little bit of cave action behind the waterfall. And that's over like thousands of years, let's say. The water's flowing down and it's like a sandblaster, right? Slowly chipping away at the rocks. So that's why it always kind of curves inwards a little bit. So what I've done back here is I've tried to build up a little bit of water turbulence, and clearly it didn't work at all. It's like flowing off in this direction. The water mechanics in 1.13 are much different when it comes to shaping this stuff. So I built this nice water turbulence thing, and it's totally not functioning in any way. Let's see if that maybe works. Okay, I can see how we can work with this now. So what I want to do is I want to bring this up maybe a little bit further. So I think that'll look nice. And then certain areas, I believe we can just kind of hopefully shape a little bit with dirt. And that's kind of the key a little bit to waterfall shaping, is just kind of cutting it out. Now with 1.13, this might not work anymore, but at least maybe just a little bit. I know in some cases it won't do what we used to do, but I think we can make, for the most part, everything we need to do work. So look at that. That's fantastic. I think I might take this section off with a little bit of water shaping. So we can just do a little bit of work here, just a little, and kind of see how that works. See, that one didn't work. So I think we can hopefully figure out how to do that. What I want to do next is get another bucket of water and make this stream one block thicker, maybe on this block radius right here. So going straight up right about here, make it a little bit thicker. So maybe just take this section and raise it up maybe a little further. Looking at the waterfall from a distance, it might be a little too obscure. You know, we've been talking about having places within the rock work to explore, right? You don't want everything in your face, just see it from a distance and then you're like, oh, I saw everything. You want little places to explore, but I'm wondering if this is a little too obscure. I don't know. Let's see. Let's remove the dam, and I've cleaned this area out here so that lower falls will then, you know, flow into this area, and I think it'll look nice. There's some, you know, rocks right there to add a little bit of turbulence. So let's remove the dam and let that flow into the ocean. We'll hop on down, and oh, that actually worked out really well. Nice little turbulence here. I think this frames it up really well. We had the little bit of a cave behind it. And let's go off on a distance before nighttime has fully engulfed us, and we'll see how that looks. Turn around, and yes, there we are. I think that is perfect. Having the ability to have that secondary fall, I think, is going to make it just enough to be visible, but you know, you want to kind of jump back there and take a look for yourself. So that's nice. I was considering making another waterfall over here. Somebody stop me, because I feel like I'm just going to make too many, but it does make sense. You know, it's a tropical environment. You would think there would be lots of waterfalls, and it's just so perfect. Like right there, like that's just a perfect spot for another one. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Am I getting a little too crazy with the waterfalls? But anyway, let me finish this one and then we can work on another waterfall. No, we got to work on the spires. We have so many other things to do. I might hold off on that one until the stream. You guys could tell me on stream. But anyway, let's finish this, then we can work on the spires. It's awesome to see both waterfalls from this angle. And yeah, I think we did a good job together on that one, and we'll hold off for now over there. But if I'm inspired to do it, I might. And it's a kind of easy waterfall because we can just drop it off the cliff. And if it doesn't look good, we can always take it away. But we got the lower area set up, so we're finally kind of connecting these pieces together so it doesn't look like these things are floating in the ocean. So that's a good thing. It's just a lot of work to put these all together. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of off-camera work, try to make all this kind of connect to the ocean floor, but we'll do it eventually. And so, yeah, we got the waterfall all set up. We've got the shores built up, and now what it takes is a bit of super fast. What the heck? I look like a dead fish. That's so sad. Hi, guys. It's dead Aquascar here. No. Actually, you know what it looks like? It looks like a butterfly when it gets its wings wet. And it's so sad. You're like, oh, like wipe the drops off of it. Anyway, guys, enough of this. It's super fast build mode. Let's finish this island. End of super fast build mode, and the island took a massive step towards completion, and it's kind of amazing to see how far we have come over this week, and it has taken a tremendous amount of time to cover this island and come up with the design, but I'm pleased and I'm really glad we put in that extra time because this is our base. This is our season 6 project, and I really think this will allow us to do some really fun things with this island eventually. And yeah, it's kind of amazing you can just condense like 6 clips in this time lapse so far in this episode, and they're all like 40 to 50 minutes, and yeah, it's really fantastic. So one thing we need to do is we need to get rid of this snow. So I think we'll need to get some string, cover that up. So I think that'll be nice because it's not snowing in a tropical island here. There we are. So where we need to move now is the spires, and I want to take some of the light gray that we have over there and some of the brown and make some neat little tops for these. I think it'll add so much extra little detail to the area. And eventually we'll get the palm trees and we'll start getting some pirate builds in here in the coming weeks. And wait, hold on. What is that? What is that? Cub was here, apparently, everyone. He was here, like he was hanging out. I dropped him into a secret cave. I didn't know we had a secret cave, but apparently we do now. But anyway, let me go get some supplies. I'll meet you on the top and we'll start detailing our first spire. High up here on the spire, I think I've got a general idea on how to do this. We scaffold our way up, so we're going to grab a little bit of brown, a little bit of gray, and of course we can use our volcano previous for inspiration also. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start here and then just replace the stone as we go along, and always remembering to try to avoid at all costs any connected textures. But I feel like I'm like losing count and not doing the right numbers here. So I'm just going to kind of go like that. Oh my gosh, I'm probably way off, but I really want to replace each one of these stone blocks. And that'll be our good guide, like going straight up. And like I said, this is an ancient volcano. This is a dormant volcano. Long ago did this one erupt, unlike the one across the way there. That one is off to the races, but there we go. And then each one of these too is going to get this treatment. And I think that'll look really, really fantastic. So let's jump back up and it'll bring so much needed color into the build. So we just need to replace all the stone along here and hopefully start incorporating a bit of detail, like, you know, your andesite, your cobblestones, and your cobblestone walls. I think it'll look really nice. So yeah, well, wish me luck. I hope this design works out as we go all the way around. As the sun sets, the reveal of our ancient volcano now has its top, and I think it is looking really, really cool. It's got the details up there, the dark, the brown, and I think that is everything we dreamed of, I think. I'm really happy with it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take that design and we're going to bring it on to the spires. And I don't know if the spires are volcanoes or just some kind of volcanic formation, but we're going to add these details to some of these topmost points to it. And I think that'll really bring some fun color to it. Other things we still need to do, of course, is bring the cobblestone and the andesite to the spires. And of course, palm trees. We need tons and tons of palm trees. And that will truly top off this entire area and make it feel like a true living environment. And that was kind of our goal. And I think we've just about achieved it with our waterfalls, our plummet rock or something. We need to come up with a name for that. And yeah, I'm happy with this. I really hope you guys are too and have enjoyed the process of building this with me. And until next time, this has been Good Times with Scar, and I always really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch videos. And if you played the videos or the rating, that would be much appreciated. And until next time, we'll see you later. And don't forget to subscribe because you may just become scarred for life.